told is trading is not easy. It is not something we can do easily. And a lot of people struggle not because of the situation of trading itself. It is most likely of the situation, of the mind, and of them emotions. I would quit trading as well if I have a bad motive. That is number one I want to talk about, which is the motive. The question is, what is your motive? What is your inspiration? What is the reason for you wanting to trade, for you wanting to succeed in life? Number one, if it's just based on money, then I would say that I think trading might not be the best vehicle for you just because the motive is not strong enough, right? So all you will do will be always trying to chase the money rather than chasing the skill. So the skill is what is going to make room for you. The skill is what is going to make you succeed in life. The skill is what people are admiring in general, all right? So now, if you use other people, as we know, like LeBron James, or I don't know, John Peterson or whatever, each of those people, they have required and have built it on a certain type of skill. And that skill allowed them now to be seen, to be admired, to be looked after to the extent that people want their attention on a consistent basis. Now, what I want you two guys to know, before you guys starting trading, or before you guys starting to moving forward with the decision to continue to trade or either to quit to trade, it's like I need you guys to do soul searching, finding out what you really want, finding out what is your motive, finding out what you guys can do. Now, if you don't know how to find your skill, if you don't know what to do, then I would suggest take a sheet of paper, write down everything you know about yourself in regards to the skill, about what you like, what you dislike, what is it that you're fighting for, what is it that you're fighting against, what are your motives, what are your triggers, what are the patterns you have seen in the past which has been reoccurring over and over and over and over again, where in other words, you know, hold on, I've always been doing or been interested for this particular thing, right? It could be music, it could be dancing, it could be drawing, it could be running, it could be sports, it could be, you know, sales, it could be whatever it is, right? That's number one. Number two, you can also build your skill based on the things you already know, right? You can make money with the things you already know. You have a particular skill you already have, which a lot of people like, right? I've seen a post of a lady whose skill was just cleaning, and she uses that skill to make a lot of money and sell cleaning products, right? If you guys want me to talk more about how to find your skill, how to find your motivation, please leave a comment that I can go more deeper into it, and we can really break it down, that we bring more understanding to what I'm talking about. Desperation. What is desperation? Desperation is the feeling that you have when you are in such a bad situation that you are willing to take risks in order to change it, right? You're willing to take risks in order to change it. Now, how is that important for the forex industry and forex trading, and why you potentially could also lose a lot of money, and why it might not be for you? Because the motive for you is desperation rather than skill, rather than I want to be learning a new career, because ultimately forex or trading itself is a long game. It's not something you do within a year, within a week, within a month, but it's something you're going to be consistently sitting on the front of the computer trying to push forward and push forward. If it takes you 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, or for some 9 to 10 years. Everybody is different. Therefore, you cannot compare yourself to everyone else's journey, okay? But desperation is one of the major pitfalls of why people, especially in trading, quitting. So if I now would be desperate, I would definitely quit too. If I didn't have my motive correctly, I would quit too, right? So first of all, find out, like I said, what is your motive? And second of all, make sure that this desperation of why you decided to trade has to die. because it's a long game. You cannot be desperate. And as you're desperate, what are you going to do? You take a lot of risk, unnecessary risk. There's a scripture, which kind of motivated me to understand what is it that I want to do. And that's what I actually want to leave you with. It says, suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it, right? If you know you want to build a house, a tower, whatever, would you not sit down to estimate if you have enough to complete it, right? And he says, for if you lay the foundation and are not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying this person began to build and wasn't able to finish. Or suppose a king is able to go into war against another king. Won't he first sit down and consider whether he's able with the 10,000 men to oppose the one coming against him with 20,000? Okay? If he's not able, he will send a delegation while the other is still along the way off and will ask for terms of peace. One of the things I want to mention is, have you counted the costs? Do you understand what it takes to trade? Do you understand what it takes to succeed? Do you understand what it takes to do the things you want to do in life? The reason why you would quit either trading or whatsoever you have already started in life is because you haven't counted the cost. There's a cost attached to it. Have you sit down and reasoned and understood that it will take you up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 years before you can succeed? Yeah? Or do you want everything done within 1 or 2 years like everyone else is telling you? Right? Have you counted the cost to understand that it can take time? Have you counted the cost to understand that it takes hard work? Have you counted the cost to understand it takes less sleep sometimes? Have you counted the cost that maybe you need to quit your job, or maybe you need to do your job and do the business at the same time? Have you counted the cost to understand that it takes effort and discipline and diligence to succeed in whatever endeavor you put your hands into? That's what the stories talks about, someone who's building and is not able to finish. So we want to make sure that you become a finisher. In order for you to become a finisher, you need to count the cost and understanding and getting your motives right. Then he gives another opportunity for us to understand. He says, or suppose a king is about to go to war against another king. So ultimately, trading or any endeavor you're taking, you trying to do, it is war. It is war. You go against war against yourself. You go against war against the haters. You go against war against people around you. You go against war against the other person, your competition, right? You go against war. And have you counted the cost that you have enough resources, you have enough energy, you have enough wisdom, you have enough knowledge, you have enough understanding to win that war? That's the question, right? Do you have counted the cost? Have you considered that you're able to finish and to win the war? And if you realize you cannot finish, if you realize you cannot do it, if you realize you don't have the money, if you realize you're not resilient enough, then it says then you should go and look for terms of peace. And the terms of peace in this case, it's regarding trading, are terms of what can I do to create peace in my life. Sometimes maybe you need to get the foundations right first. Maybe you need to get a stable job first. Maybe you need finances first. Maybe you need to find a different first, a business first. Maybe you need to a stable environment, right? Whatever that is, you need to maybe come to terms of peace. However, if you have all those negative odds against you and you're still willing to thrive and still willing to fight, and you've counted the cost, you've counted the blood, you've counted the tears, you've counted everything it takes in order for you to succeed in this game, I would say, my brother, go ahead. I would say, my sister, go ahead. I would say, keep going, keep fighting, never give up. And that's why I said what I said about this video. Count the cost, know yourself, don't be desperate, but be focused and don't take unnecessary risks. Please leave some comments behind. Please, if you like it, leave something that it will encourage me. Over and out.